are a superstar. Symbol of a woman who be working for herself. You are a superstar. Owamie, 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 Owamie. You a vlogger, fashion over. You a being one less than I'm a ghost. Owamie, 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 Owamie.
Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a girl Owamie, aka Miss Fair Focal, coming back for all entertainment. If it's your first time joining me, almost deep in the welcome, please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love it. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, we do have a new channel, and that's where all story times, vlogs, and makeup sometimes is going to go. So make sure that you go and subscribe. I will leave the link in the description box down below. Now my ninjas, today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Durban, and we're also going to talk about the Mseleku household shibaba. Okay, now of course, after watching how gorgeous all the ladies look and whenever they do their confessionals, you know, I was like, girl, get you that lens, honey. So I pulled up my nice lens. Well, not, I don't know how to explain it, but my lens that blurs out the most. And so I was like, let's talk blurred background to blurred background, okay? So anyway, my ninjas, today we're going to talk about the Musa Mseleku, the Mseleku household, basically with Makhumalo and her husband, okay? Now, these two you guys have joined in when it comes to the Real Housewives of Durban. We did see, obviously, on the preview pictures that Makhumalo was going to enter. I didn't know how she was going to enter. Honestly, I thought she was gonna enter through someone the same way that Londi London did, but she decided, I guess they decided she was going to use a different approach, and she just invited the ladies for a dinner. It was a black tie event, and they were supposed to come with their spouses. Now of course Makhumalo arrived with her husband, yeah, things quite got crazy. I do not even want to lie, you guys, like I only watched that part at this particular moment, and I was like, no ways, we need to talk about this. Why are these two trying to push the polygamous way towards everybody? Because that's what I basically got. So of course, you guys, I'm not familiar with all the women there and their names and everything, so I might make mistakes, or basically I'm just not really going to say their names. There are some that I know their names, and then there are others that obviously I feel like I would just describe. So they're sitting there, you guys. They were obviously couples. There's a white lady that joined in. I have not caught her name yet, and she was there with a white husband. And then there is a lady that I think that she's mixed, and then she's married to a black man. There was Londi, obviously, and you know, her baby daddy, because from what I know, I should say her husband, he did pay lobola, right? So obviously, and then obviously Makhumalo and her husband, and then there was Sfiso's baby mama, and also Jacob Zuma's baby mama. I just, like, I'm still going to talk about that situation, but let me not get there. This part is not about her. So if I forgot that part, I'm really sorry, but basically what was happening was that, you guys, they went in there, they said yes, they were late, whatever, shapu. But then when you were sitting there, you guys, they were just saying statements that were very much uncomfortable personally for me, especially to have that type of a conversation in the midst of couples. Like, these are husbands with their wives. If it was me and that was the type of nonsense that was being said, you best believe Muga would have taken her bag, her heels, and her behind out of there, okay? Because I'm not going to go somewhere and sit and have my husband now start being recruited into this crazy, stupid lifestyle. That's my opinion. It's crazy and it's stupid. And trust me, I know some of this stuff from experience. Guys, polygamy is not as easy as people try to make it out there. And it's very much unfortunate because it's very hard on the wives, but it's even harder on the kids. Y'all don't understand the level of stress that children go through whenever they're being raised in a polygamous situation. And for me, polygamous marriages are just selfish marriages, and the only person that really benefits is the husband. That's my personal opinion. I don't care what you have to say, Shibaba, okay? But majority of women that are in East Tembu, they wish they were the only wives. And unfortunately, some don't just wish. Some go to an extent of going to sangomas. Some go to an extent of poisoning the other wife. Some go to an extent of actually taking the other wife's life. That is very dangerous. And what I also see is that it seems as if media is now starting to try and push polygamous marriages in our faces. If you look at it, reality shows, more reality shows with these polygamous lifestyles are starting to surface and come up. And then obviously, you know, it's something that is being praised. Musa Mseleku even asked a question, are you not jealous of me when you see me? Sir, jealous of what? Clearly you're not satisfied if you still want to go for wife number 5. We have seen some of your personal business, and we know that ain't even the real ish that is deep down, and you are not even handling those situations well. Your wives are fighting like cats and dogs. So which jealousy? I just need to understand. Now for me, Makhumalo, you guys, I've always been a fan of Makhumalo. I am a fan of hers, but Borile, I won't lie, she bored me when it came to this episode and that particular situation. She was sitting there like, you know, because they even came, Sfiso's ex was saying that, you know, if it was a matter of she just found out that her husband had cheated, she would not have left because all men cheat. No, boo, all men you've been with cheat. We still have faithful men out there, and I feel like it's so unfair to take that away from them just because majority of men are dogs. I feel like that is so unfair. Yes, we may be hurt, and yes, we may have been in situations where we thought this person will never cheat on me, and they do. It does not mean that all men cheat. No, it does not. There are men, you guys, that are dedicated to their wives and that are dedicated to their families. And it's so unfortunate because those type of men, they just, you know, they keep it moving. They don't even want to talk. They'll just say, yo, you know, they're faithful men, I'm a faithful man, and keep it moving. They don't have anything to prove to nobody because they know what their goal is. And I feel like we don't have enough of that representation of men that are in marriages and they can clearly stand bold and say, I have never cheated on my wife. I'm focused on my wife. I'm focused on my family. The way that that conversation was going, even Lundi London asked, like, is this the point of this, you know, sitting? Is it to talk about polygamous marriages and try convince people, or basically make it seem like it's this glamorous, joyous thing, which clearly is not? It ain't. I'm telling you, it's not. Okay, Shibaba, it's not. But what I don't like is the fact that, you know, you have got a Joe that is sitting out there that is watching this and is like, yeah, you know, I want a polygamous situation. For me, I think that the irony of this whole situation is that, and I know I'm gonna get attacked for this, but sitting on that table, oh, there was also, is it Sorisha? I think, yeah, she's Indian. She's married to an Indian husband, but her husband was not there. On that table, you guys, if you look at the husbands, I'm not saying that is how it is, but it does seem like they are all even richer than Mseleku. And I would say that I'm looking at that because looking at the houses that they stay in and looking at the cars that they stay in, and it seems that way because Mseleku has to split whatever money he has to 4 plus a bunch of kids. So probably if Mseleku, Makhumalo was the only wife that he had, he would have also pulled up in a Lamborghini like how others did. Having multiple wives also cuts your money, Shibobo. One can be making 1 million, the other can be making 800,000. One with one wife will prosper more than the one that's making 1 million with 4 wives. The money is not being split and scattered as much, and that's something that people are not looking at. That whole conversation just did not sit well with me. And if you saw how Makhumalo was sitting there next to her husband, mind you, Makhumalo is so young, you guys. She's so young. She's so young, sitting there next to her husband that is publicly spoken of how he has 4 wives, he's looking for wife number 5 to come in And I mean, it's not necessary to say replace, but in my personal opinion, if they want someone with a surname, it means that now the new Makhumalo and the old Makhumalo has to blend. Then it's one person. So basically your identity is not like, they're gonna have to ask Makhumalo, which one? Is that not someone trying to erase you? And then Musa Mseleku is sitting there like, you guys so proud. And I'm like, am I missing something? Guys, polygamous marriages may have worked. I don't know if they ever worked. All I know is that even back in the day, guys, if you hear that noise, that's my sliding door. I think I didn't open it. I didn't close it fully. It's making so much noise. I hope it doesn't come out. But from hearing stories, especially from my grandmother, who was married in a polygamous situation, she used to talk about how if maybe even if the husband dies, you guys, like wives have to run, especially the one that has got the first child, that is a son, because the other wives are gonna try and kill that child. Like, imagine the type of nonsense. Polygamy is dangerous, and I think that people should not only just glorify it and only talk about, oh, the glitz and glam, which I don't even see those glitz and glam except for the husband. The fact that he gets to come sleep in this house today, sleep in that house tomorrow, sleep in that other house day after tomorrow, and that other one and the day after that. You guys do remember I even said it, that obviously it means that if he has got 4 wives, he only gets to see one wife 1 week, if it is split evenly. Imagine only seeing your husband for 1 week. Not just to see, because I'm sure that he goes and visits them, but imagine having to share your, like, just spend the night with your husband only once a week, a month, like only 1 week a month. Sure. I know, guys, I don't know why it was as if, because that's exactly what I got, like they were promoting polygamy. Polygamy is very dangerous. Polygamy is very dangerous, and it is so tough and so hard on the kids. Personally, polygamy is just for selfish men, and that's me and my opinion. You can definitely marry one wife and be content with that one wife and not have to cheat on your wife. If you're someone that is still ready to play, still wants to be dating multiple girls, do not get yourself married. Be a bachelor that just goes out there and sleeps with whoever you want, okay? But getting married, you're making a commitment with someone. That's what there are even vows that are there. I vow to be faithful to you. So where is the faithfulness when you're out there already having 4 wives, looking for wife number 5 and multiple girlfriends? The other husbands, you guys, were quiet. Sfiso's ex even went on to say all men cheat and all black men cheat and all white men buy. And the new white lady, she was so pissed, you guys. She told her to shut up. Because that is so disrespectful. How do you say something like that? So if her husband, her white husband, is not buying, should he now start to sit and say, am I just not doing something right? Maybe I need to also start buying. Is that not planting those thoughts? And then the other lady that is, she looks mixed, that is married to her black husband, she was like, I'm enough for my man. So, girl, was you insinuating that Makhumalo is not enough for her man? I don't know. But personally, for me, that conversation did not sit well. And I was just like, no, stop advertising, stop trying to recruit people into polygamous situations, because a polygamous marriage can be very dangerous. It's very dangerous. I do not even want to lie. There are fights that come up, there's this, there's that. It's just, for me, it's just not worth it. But anyway, I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below. Did you watch the episode and what did you think of it? And what do you think of people that are out there trying actively to promote polygamy, as if having one wife is like you need to have multiple women? For what? That does not prove you're a man. That does not, maybe it may boost your own ego in one way or another, but as I'm saying, on that table, Musa Mseleku looks like he's the least money maker there. You should have seen what others pulled in on. So you ain't no Bill Gates. But anyway, my ninjas, I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye ninjas.